Hello everyone, welcome aboard. We're going to be going on live here in just a minute or two. Things have definitely gotten a little worse. Stay tuned. Okay everybody, hang on, I gotta get our good friend Mark back up here. Hang on just a second here. I don't know what he's doing to me, but he's killing me. Got you on there, Mark.
Yeah, hello everyone. It's good to see everyone again, but I wish it was under better circumstances.
Yeah, I do too. This is some serious stuff that's going on. I don't know what they've done to our center screen here. I got a big pink button here.
That's reserved. You can probably go over to the spotter cam and click the eye icon on it and blank it out.
Okay, they're, let me see here. Well, I don't know if that helped a whole lot.
No, go down on your list of resources
okay.
to spotter cam. Go over to the eyeball and click it.
There we go. Okay, so let's get everybody up to date. We've got a serious situation that has developed, and it is unlike something I don't think I've ever seen this before. And let me show everybody what we're talking about. Let me get this thing here set up so I don't look like an idiot when I pull you up. It is a tornado watch that was just issued a little bit ago, and I'm going to enlarge it up so you can see it a little bit better. Basically, this tornado watch is in effect till 3 a.m., but look what it says, a particularly dangerous situation. This is very concerning, right, Mark?
Indeed it is. You don't get this kind of language in a watch very often. It's really when they expect the storms to be really, really bad as they form up and move.
Yeah, so our worst fears appear that they're going to be realized this evening, and things are going to get very bad fairly quickly a little later out there. This is in effect until 3 a.m., so this is going to be going on for a while. And we already have storms with tornadoes off to our west and southwest in Missouri and Arkansas. We'll show you that here in just a minute. I do want to show you a little bit more here, and that is a particularly dangerous situation, what that means. Mark, you want to talk about it?
Well, it just means, as I can't read the graphic.
Okay, I'm sorry.
My screen is very small in here.
All right. Well, the wording is used in tornado watch for rare situations when long-lived and intense tornadoes are likely. This enhanced warning may also accompany severe thunderstorm watches for widespread and exceptionally intense straight-line wind events. Be prepared. Review your severe weather safety procedures. Know the safest place to seek refuge ahead of time. consider canceling or postponing outdoor activities, and have multiple ways to receive a warning to inform others of the heightened risk. So this is a serious situation. Our spotters are now at full alert level orange, and we will see. Let's hope this doesn't get any worse. I'm going to go back to our radar. And here we are. This is an outline, but look out to our west there. And let me get it up here where I can get in and look at it a little closer for you. These red boxes that's popping up are showing where these severe tornado watches and warnings are occurring. This one right here was just issued for Owensville, Missouri, headed towards just northwest of St. Charles. And then we have 2 more tornado warning storms right here to the southwest of St. Louis. It's going to bear watching. And then down further to the south, as you can see, Hopkinsville is right here. Clarksville's right here. Here's Murray. This is Western Kentucky, Paducah. These storms are a little worrisome because the trajectory will carry them up into Western Kentucky. And not only that, but we have other stuff developing even further to the south that are particularly, well, there's special weather statements on them right now. So there's something we're going to have to watch as well. They were severe a little earlier. They have since died down just a little. But this is all coming together now as what we were thinking. And this is the strong wording that the National Weather Service has been using and what we've been worrying about pretty much the whole time. I'm going to look at some of these cameras, see if we can see any lightning out this way. That's Harville, Missouri. I don't see anything there. I don't see anything real close to them. We do have a storm chaser up here, but yeah, they're parked right now. So let's see. I just don't see anything close, but when they get a little bit more in range, we should be able to see these things as they get closer to us, and maybe we'll have an idea of what's going on there. It's the Stoddard County EMA in Missouri, and you can see low-hanging clouds, but I don't see anything, no lightning yet coming up in it. The tornado watch you see here is listing some of the counties, the flood watch as well. So 74 degrees out in Stoddard County, Missouri, and the dew point is 57, so it's right at severe criteria. And Mark, I think our dew points are going to be coming up pretty quickly, right? You're not muted. You're unmuted. There we go.
I'm muted.
There you are.
There's an axis of higher dew points that's off to the west of us. Will be moving in. That's along with and right ahead of this line of storms. So, yeah, our dew points right now are running right around 54 to 55 degrees throughout the area. But those will be coming up as we head on into the evening.
Okay.
I'm seeing several people asking what time frame we're looking at in here. This will probably be into Western Kentucky, probably sometime in the around 11 p.m. time frame is when we'll first start seeing storms develop in this area.
Yeah. So again, this is going to be a late nighter. Hopefully, you guys, some of you are watching the Kentucky game. I don't know what's going on. If somebody wants to give a score, I'd like that every now and then. But yeah, it's this is a situation that we were all dreading, and now it's here. So we'll get through this. Don't overly panic. Be concerned, yes. Be prepared, yes. But don't panic. We've been through worse times than this before, and I'm sure we're going to come through it okay on this. Tracy Runyon, beseeching the lords and ladies of the storms to be merciful, not betting the farm on that, but one can ask nicely. Whether you get what you want is another thing entirely. Well, I think that a prayer to the Lord would help in some of this. Let's see, Misty Mincer, what does Morton's Gap, Kentucky look like for tonight, Mark?
Everybody who's in that watch area, all of us, we're going to see this weather coming in tonight. It's not going to be like it might hit here and might miss there.
Right.
Everybody's going to see probably strong straight line winds. I don't think everyone will see a tornado, but there'll be enough around that somebody stands a good chance of getting a tornado in the area. We
Yes.
can't tell you whether it's going to hit this town or that town. If we could do that, we'd be making a lot more money than this.
Yeah. You mean you can make money at this? I didn't know that.
Yeah, I didn't know we could make money at it at all. So
Lisa Taylor has it right. She says absolutely pray. And Logan County, Mark, they are not in the watch yet, but I wouldn't be surprised if
yet,
they aren't added a little
yeah,
later.
yeah. Normally, what happens is, this watch goes till 3 a.m., and that's when they expect the worst to be through that part. So they will probably issue another watch later on, more to the east.
Yes.
So just because you're not in it right now doesn't mean you won't be in it.
And that's the same thing for Clarksville. You're right on the doorstep of the watch from Kentucky and off to the west. So Clarksville, Dover, you guys will not be left out of it. I promise you. It does look like it will get really nasty. And so we will keep you posted as time goes on. We're planning on staying on here for the duration. We may have to go out for about a minute after we've been on about 8 hours in order to continue the stream, provided there's no ongoing severe weather at that time. But we will be on here with you. Bobby Baggett says 4 men in the boot hills now, and that it is. It's getting ready. And if you look back even into Arkansas down here, you can see that's a pretty intense storm right there. It's got a tornadic indication. I'm sure it's radar indicated. And let's see here. Yeah, it says radar indicated rotation, but that is a severe thunderstorm ongoing right there. It's moving northeast at 65 miles an hour. So these storms are flat out booking it.
Yeah, everyone I've seen a report on or a warning come out say the storms have been moving anywhere between 65, 70, or faster.
Wow.
So the line is not advancing to the east super fast, but the individual cells are just racing from southwest to northeast.
They are. And so over the next little bit, we'll start seeing maybe Poplar Bluff coming under the gun and the Piedmont area, maybe even Cape Girardeau with time. These storms are not playing at all. They are absolutely. We've already seen a debris ball on one of these storms up here that has now moved on, but you can tell that this is some pretty intense stuff. Let's see, Mark. I wonder if I can catch up on the reflectivity here and see.
You might have to go to a more local radar than the MMRS.
Yeah, probably will. Yeah, probably would. So let me see if I can find a close
Nina
radar.
Dunn, Carbondale, Illinois. Are you going up there for the 100th anniversary presentation tomorrow for the Tri-State Tornado?
Rebecca Val, is Hopkinsville expecting bad weather tomorrow? And the short answer is yes, tomorrow morning. Jamie Tucker, can the Crofton shelter withstand this storm? I want my kids safe, and yes, the Crofton shelter is open. We were notified by them. We have radio contact with them. They are open and operating right now. So the Crofton Tornado Shelter is open.
Yeah. And that shelter's strong enough to withstand a lot.
Yes.
I won't guarantee, because some of the storms, if they're too strong, the only way to survive them is be underground. But that storm was designed and specifically made to withstand a pretty strong hit from a tornado.
Absolutely. Now, some of you have asked about where are there places to shelter. I'm fixed to show you that here in just a minute, so you might want to get a pencil and paper. Nancy Powers, I don't like your comment on Clarksville, David. I'm sorry, Nancy. I don't like it either. And Summer Hopper, did the cap not hold? You didn't hear anything about a cap from here. I've seen that comment. I don't know who put that out, but I'm not aware of us being under a cap. So
no, and even if there was a bit of a cap, these are so strong they're going to pop right through that with no problem.
Yeah, the cap is going to be ineffective against these storms. It's not going to do anything to help us. Wendy Ladd, I read that once it hits Paducah, it could weaken. Is that true? No. The only thing I can tell you is that the later it gets into the night, then that may help the storms to calm down just a fraction, just to reduce the tornado threat. I still think the severe is going to be ongoing. So yeah, you're not going to know a lot of difference, but I do think that there's a chance that as it gets down a little closer it will be okay. Nina Dunn, Mark, I actually am. I'm taking my 9-year-old there for his birthday per his request. He'd love to spend a day with you guys. Hey, we would love to have him, wouldn't we?
Yes, we would. Yeah, my wife and I had plans. We already had our hotel arranged and everything for tonight and into tomorrow. But guess what happened? So yeah, we have to be here, and we want to keep you all safe, and that's more important than personal little travel plans or anything. I hope you have a good time up there.
Yeah,
And Carbondale is actually in the watch area for this.
I'm trying to catch everybody that comes through, but I've got so many people commenting. It's going by kind of fast. I'm having a hard time keeping up with it, so please be patient. Ashley Cannon, thank you for the coverage. What about North Todd? Same thing. It's not going to be any change. North Todd is also under this watch, and so it's in just as much danger as the rest of us. The only thing might be is that it might be a little bit later. But you can see this right here is pretty concerning. And this would be something that, if it gets up into Dyersburg, this area right here, then we're going to get really concerned, okay? Cody Kent says he appreciates the coverage. Misty Welburn, is it looking like?
Glad to do it.
What's it looking like for Todd County, Guthrie, and Elkton area? Sue Wasmer says, how much rain are we expecting? Mark?
They have actually backed off just a little. They were saying 2 to 3 inches out of all this by Sunday. When everything's done, they've backed off a little bit, but it's still looking close to 2 inches out of all this.
Yeah. Okay, Mark, I'm going to let you go ahead and answer some of these. Can you read the chat down there?
Yeah. Okay. I can't see Facebook chat.
Okay. Autumn Boyd says, likelihood of Hopkinsville seeing a tornado tonight. Thank you guys for all you do. It's no more than any other parts of the area, Autumn. It's not good. We all have a decent chance someone in this region will see a tornado. I think that's pretty well a given. Where is still going to be so hard to pinpoint, and so we're going to stay on top of it for you. I'm going to give you guys a little bit of an idea where you can find some storm shelters. I've got some graphics here. Amy compiled this a little while ago. So if you're looking for a place to shelter, this is the shelters by county. So I'm going to this should cycle through and get a pencil and paper. There's Crofton Shelter in Christian County First Baptist Church, I think at 10, if I'm not mistaken. Gosh, they're going back kind of fast. So I'm going to let it continue to come back around. There's Lyon County, Logan County, Darrellville Baptist Church, Muhlenberg County. Hopefully you guys can see all that as it cycles through. I will let it keep going while we're doing this. Caldwell County.
Dave, do they have a website they could pull up to find all that?
I believe they could. If they go to the Weather and Wisdom Facebook page, they should be able to see all that. And it's posted on that and on Watchers of the Wind page. I think it's on, oh, good grief. I want to say it's on Amy's personal page. But Amanda Barber, the shelter here in Hoptown doesn't open until 10 p.m. Is that too late? No, I don't think so. 10 p.m. seems to be the time. Now, you need to check ahead because most of these places, there's Oak Grove Community Centers open at 10, so you have that. But most of these places don't allow animals, so you need to be aware of that. And also, some of them don't allow smoking or vaping inside, obviously, because of the amount of people that may be there. Keisha Pollard says she's hyperventilating. Keisha, just relax. It's going to be okay.
It's all right. Yeah,
we're going to be good. I promise you, it's going to be fine. We've been through worse situations than this, and I promise you it's going to be good. You will come through this just fine. Bill Millander, time for Hopkinsville. What time is it going to get through here? Probably around 10 or 11, right, Mark?
That's what time it may be beginning because we're going to see some individual thunderstorms probably out ahead of this. The actual line that's causing all this probably won't get through until the early morning hours.
Yeah, Brandon Henderson says, oh, great, a nocturnal threat, a Christian County tradition. Boy, he's right. We're right in the middle of what they call Dixie
absolutely.
Alley. That's one of the
earmarks of Dixie Alley is nighttime tornadoes.
I think we're number 2 or 3 in the nation for nighttime tornadoes in Kentucky. Denise Dusampiri, my stomach is doing flip flops. I'm so nervous. Okay, let me calm everybody just a little bit. The chances of you getting hit directly by a tornado are pretty slim. Could it be that maybe there'd be some damage close by or something? It's possible. It's also possible, just as likely, that you won't have anything happen. Let's hope that's the case. But we've had situations like this. We've been in a high threat before, and we all came out okay. Persophone's Pomegranate says, can someone please ask about Trigg County and expected time? Mark?
Trigg County's in the same as all the rest of us. Everybody's asking about their individual counties in Western Kentucky. We're all in this till 3 a.m.
Yeah, so
anytime before that time, we could have a storm pop up. The main line won't come through here till between midnight and 3 a.m.
Trigg County Courthouse, let's see. Yeah, I'm looking to see if I don't see that. I know several churches are open in Trigg County. I'll keep looking through our list here as it cycles through. Like I said, this is just to help you guys if you have any problems. Hey, Kelly. Kelly Level's on with us. My good friend over at Taco Bell, the one who about the only one can fix good burritos. So I absolutely love that woman. Kelly, I hope you're going to be paying us a visit here before long. Anyway, Lisa Taylor, have faith that God's going to take care of you and get in your safe spot. If there is a warning, that's a safe spot if there's a warning, and that's all you can do. And that's about right. Get in your safe spot.
Yeah. We wish we could do something about this. We kind of wish we could. I'm glad we don't control the weather. We'd have it all screwed up. But we can warn about it. We can get you to go to a safe spot, but we can't stop it and we can't change it.
No, that's true. And I think already some of our intercept teams are deploying out just as a precaution that we're not under any kind of a warning yet. So, and there's no storms too close to us, but I would say they're about 2.5 hours out, somewhere thereabouts. I hope that we can start picking some of this up on the cameras that we have over in Missouri. You can see that tornadic storm. I'm going to go ahead and go off this. I'll come back to the areas that you can take cover in, the safe spots, as we get through this a little bit more. But I want to stay on top of the radar for you guys as well and let you know what's going on. There we go. So here we have some more warnings. This is another tornado warning being issued right here. This is it's in Missouri. And I'm trying to see. I can't really tell. We got a damage report. All right, let me go in here and zoom in just a little. Here's a damage report right here. And this is reports of tree damage, possible tornado on the ground in this area right here. So that would be this storm right here that caused that. So there's still a report of a tornado on the ground from this. I think this is a little bit of a hook right here. Let's see if I can go over to an individual radar so I can get at least check into the closer parts of it. If I can find a local radar shot. I think Springfield's radar. I think doesn't Springfield have a radar, Mark?
Yes, they do.
Okay. Nickel to quarter size hail is also being reported out of these storms. And let me move forward. Okay, let me see if I can find that radar spot here. It's probably hidden. I got some good support staff bring me some coffee, which I badly need. Let's see. Well, Mark, I know that radar's in here somewhere, but I'll be doggone if I can find it.
Go to Joplin and come back this way a little.
Okay. Joplin. I can't even find Joplin.
354, Stan and Tree County.
Tammy.
Go to the last severe thunderstorm in that line and go just to the left. That's Springfield.
Okay. I know where Springfield is. I just don't see the radar.
You're probably covering it up with that cause the if you go to the S in Springfield, it's just to the northwest of that little gray circle. You have to highlight. You might be able to see it with all that up on there or not. I don't know.
Am I even in the vicinity? I wonder if am I in the right Springfield? Yeah, it's Missouri.
Springfield, Missouri.
Well, for goodness sake. Hold on, Mark. I lost you again. Bear with us here for just a second. We were trying to get Mark's camera back up. I don't know. We keep having issues with this thing. Yeah, I got you.
All right, I'm back.
Yeah, for good grief.
You see I-44 right there. You see where it kind of makes a dog leg, the flat section of it? The radar is just up to the northwest of that. Are you on single site or still on multi?
Well, let me see here. That's what it is. I'm on multi, so let's go to single site. Now I bet I can find it. There it is. Okay, here we go. Ah, yes. Ashley Townsend Maudsley, yes, we're on our YouTube channel. She's coming to us over on the Facebook Weather and Wisdom channel. And so we're simulcasting on both places. The storm I'm looking at right now, this is in Missouri. We're looking back at these, but if you pull out, let me get down here a little closer so you can see kind of what's going on. And you can see the lightning display in this is very intense. I think I might be able to see some of this on this camera here. I'll leave this up for a minute, see if I can catch any of it. I can't. Hey, Mark, can you go ahead and take over for me for just a second? I'm going to go off mic a minute.
All right, go ahead. Uh, yeah, we're looking at these storms. They're the ones down along the Arkansas Missouri border are really starting to fire up. There's one storm down there that's got a radar confirmed tornado on the ground, right on the Missouri Arkansas border, right down by the little town of Bakersfield. And we're looking at that. We're seeing more and more tornado warnings starting to light up along that line, and on the one up in the northern section here that's heading for the St. Louis area. Let's see. Fleekable, come on, everyone. It's going to be all right. We're all under this watch. We're all going to experience thunderstorms. Some are going to be worse. Some are not going to be so bad. We can't give you an exact location yet. It's not in that close. So y'all just hang on, bear with us, and we will let you know as soon as we have a good idea which area might be more likely to get a storm and which area may not. Right now, it's the whole area. So Muhlenberg, you're in it. Beaver Dam, you're in it. Although Beaver Dam, you're off to the east. You probably would get it later. It's going to be toward the early morning hours before it gets over in your area. Michael Henderson, no, I don't think that low pressure area that develops along that front is going to steer away from us. I think it's going to ride up along the front right through this general area. That'll give us our second chance tomorrow for some more severe thunderstorms. But the situation with that is the really bad tornadoes with that are going to be down in Mississippi and Alabama. Right through the Tuscaloosa area again. It looks like they're under a high risk already for tomorrow for tornadoes down in that area. So we're going to be looking at that. Auburn and Middleton.
Okay, let me see if I can get Mark back up here. I saw you do that.
Yeah, well, I was just saying, I was talking away to everybody and just gone.
I know.
Not a thing I did. Is just pop, gone.
Yeah, we got an issue with that camera. I don't know what it is exactly, but we're going to get it.
I don't know if it's the camera or the system or what, but it just, because I don't touch a thing or click a thing or nothing happens, just all of a sudden it decides, okay, I'm going to click off.
Okay, let's go through this because everybody is needing an update. So go ahead, Mark, and let's go through it, and then we'll go through the storm shelters again where people can go and take shelter if they need to, and go from there.
Right now, we are under a tornado watch in this area. Every place you see outlined in yellow there, a tornado watch till 3 a.m. It is a particularly dangerous situation watch, which means that they're expecting the possibility of strong, long-track tornadoes with this. It's too early for us to say what area is going to get it exactly or what area might not get it. But one thing I can guarantee you is that we're all going to see some really strong thunderstorms roll through in the overnight hours or toward tomorrow morning. And again, the wind gusts with those could be really, really strong, 70 to 90 miles an hour.
Yeah, this is where you see the wording on it, particularly dangerous situation. I hate to keep harping on this, but the National Weather Service has placed some strong wording on this. Hail up to tennis ball size is going to be possible with straight line wind gust up to 80 miles per hour. So that's above hurricane force winds. This is a horrible watch. I've never seen one like this, Mark. Do you remember ever seeing one this way?
I've seen them like this, but not for this area. I've seen them out west that look like that. I've seen them down south that look like that.
Mm-hmm. But it's
This is
certainly,
probably the kind of watch they will see tomorrow down in Mississippi and Alabama
yeah.
for that high risk area.
Well, this is certainly not common. And if you go to, I'm going to go over to this next little slide here, and this is a particularly dangerous situation. This is in some of the severe weather watches that the Weather Service issues, and the wording is used in tornado watches in rare situations when long-lived intense tornadoes are likely. And they're bad out there in Missouri right now. Those tornadoes, some of them have been on the ground a little while. We don't want that to get in here if we can help it. Nothing we can do about it. But the best we can do is just pray about it, and hopefully this will ease up and go away. The big deal is to be prepared, review your severe weather safety procedures, know the safest place to seek refuge ahead of time. Don't wait till it's right upon you and then say, oh, I need to seek shelter. Well, be almost too late. These storms are moving at 65 to 70 miles an hour. They're going to be right on top of you if you're not careful. That is when they get into the area. So just wanted to give you an idea about that. We're going to go ahead and look at the radar one more time. And I'm also going to play the graphic we have on the storm shelters. And let me get everything here set up. Look at these tornado warnings up here. This is absolutely terrible. Heading right up into St. Louis now. You see there are a lot of chasers. It's little green dots are other storm people who are out there. Usually these are spotters or interceptors.
Yeah, that one really long tornado warning that goes up into just to the west of St. Louis
Yes.
is indicating on my radar. It's radar indicated on the ground.
Oh my goodness. That would be where, right here in this area around St. Clair, Stanton?
Yes.
Okay. So we think this tornado in here, let me see if I can get it to come up. We'll try the high res velocity.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
That warning.
Look at that.
Yeah, that warning. I see that. That warning says, well, let me see if I can pull that up on the CC dropout.
That's a big tornado right there.
Yeah. And it's right where it's located, which is just between Bakersfield and Moody. Oh, that's a different one. I'm sorry. Let me go up to that.
This is near Sullivan. West Sullivan and Sullivan itself looks like it's right on them.
Yeah.
Can you see it?
The one I'm looking at, is near Stanton.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, that one. And the warning itself is saying, come here. It says tornado warning remains in effect till 9:30 p.m. for central Franklin, western St. Charles, northwestern St. Louis, and southeastern Warren counties. At 8:43 p.m., a tornado-producing storm was located 6 miles northeast of Beaufort, or 6 miles west of St. Clair, moving northeast at 55 miles an hour.
Yeah,
Damaging tornado and quarter-size hail.
You can see it moving on this radar. In the last couple of frames, you see it moving there towards Sullivan. It looks like Stanton.
Yeah. And they are calling that tornado observed.
So it is on the ground. So we have a tornado on the ground right here in this area of Sullivan, Missouri. And pull out a little bit so you can see it better. And it looks like we got another one down here.
We have another one on the ground just northeast of Bakersfield, Missouri, which is right out on the Missouri-Arkansas border.
I'm a little bit out of the radar range here, I think.
Yeah, it's that group right there.
Right here? Okay.
Uh-huh.
Oh, yes, I see it. Very plain. Look at that. That's an intense one, isn't it? Ah, good grief. Of all times to lose, Mark. Here we go again. I know, I can't get him back on yet. Okay, don't give up on us just yet. And let's see if we got him here now. We'll be back with you here in just a second, everybody. Hang on. There you are, Mark.
All right, I'm back.
Yeah, this is a nightmare. But Shane's up here with me working on this. We'll see, hopefully get this fixed up. We do have some teams out into the field as well.
Yeah.
Just got one, actually. Okay. We're checking our settings, see if there's anything we do to prevent that from happening.
Check for updates later.
That's what?
If it keeps happening, I'm just going to have to check for updates later.
Okay. All I had to do was just copy and hit that.
Right. But you got to hit enter.
Well, I did, but it didn't take, I guess. Okay, thanks. Okay, Mark, I guess we're back up for the time being anyway.
All right. So far, so good.
Yeah, I think so. I'm going to go back to the normal radar. I am on normal radar. I got to change the settings. Okay. Now I'm going to pull out. We'll get a little bit better look at everything. I tell you, it's creeping ever so slowly towards the Mississippi River.
Yeah.
I'm going to look at this.
That
Go ahead.
that one right on the Mississippi or Missouri Arkansas border, just north of Bakersfield, has a distinct CC dropout on it, so it is probably on the ground kicking up debris.
That would be
The one with the little triangle-shaped warning, just up from where your cursor is.
Yeah,
There you go.
Yeah.
Right in there.
Yeah.
I'm a little concerned because Vince Welty's on the north side of that storm and the tornado's on the south side.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. You can see that very plainly right here. There's the tornado right there.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what Vince Welty's doing.
Driving through the rain.
He needs to move. If I had
I
contact
think
with
he's
him,
trying. He's heading down 63, so he's probably trying to get out to the southeast of where it's going to go through.
he's got a tornado coming right at him.
Yep.
Well, hopefully Vince can. I know he's done this a lot, so I
Yeah.
feel
Ava
sure.
Claire, Greenville is in the same boat as the rest of us. We're waiting to see where exactly the worst part's going to be when it comes in. So we're all under the same boat. We're all under this tornado watch till 3 a.m. So we have to wait for it to get a lot closer before we can get anywhere specific.
Yeah, and it is getting somewhat closer. We've been watching this, and now it's starting to get ready to come into camera range with these cameras here. Let's see here. Rita Taylor has such a good sense of humor. She says, "I see you."
Old joke I saw. You remember the Olympic skier Picaboo Street?
Vaguely.
Yeah, she became a nurse and she worked in the emergency in the intensive care ward. But then they had to move her because every time she answered the phone, it was Picaboo, ICU.
You almost made me snort my coffee up my nose. But that's all right. Let's see. Ashley Coons is under a staircase in a room, a safe place. All we have is the church across the street. Ashley, probably, as long as you can get into an area where there's no outside walls to you, that would be best.
Yeah, if it's stairways, if it's on first floor, marginally. If it's on the basement, that's probably not a bad spot because the stairs will help protect you a little bit. You just have to be really, really ready in case anything comes through. And make, if you go down there, everybody take every precaution just because you go in the basement. If you got a helmet, wear it. If you got stuff to pad yourself with, take it with you.
A mattress over you, anything like that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Debbie David Morgan says, "Thank you for reporting. Praying no damage or losses. Boy, we do too." Jenny Stewart, when these tornadoes take to land, are they likely to stay on the ground a long time? That's the wording, and we've seen that these tornadoes do have a tendency to stay on the ground for a while. So,
yeah,
I don't know. Anna Joy says, "I don't know if I'm more nervous about the weather or the Kentucky game." What's the score, Anna? I'm not getting to watch it because I'm here taking care of you guys. Ashley says, "Thank you, gentlemen." Eric Brake is on with us. Eric, I didn't get a chance to say hello to you a little earlier. There's Barb. She says, "Hi, David. My family in Trigg County is subscribed to your YouTube channel. We'll be watching your updates. Prayers for everyone's safety. God bless all of you." And there's our friend Amanda Canup. "Hello, everyone. Stay safe. Prayers for everyone." Amanda, you too. You need to be sure and take cover if those storms get to you. I think it's going to be crazy. Chris Meacham says the score is 10-7 Alabama. Emily Burks, "You may have said this, but what time will it hit Hopkinsville?" We're looking at incoming to be around 10-ish, 10:30-ish, 11, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Yeah. And that's if we get any storms out ahead of it. The actual line won't be here till closer to probably around between 1 and 3 a.m.
Let's see here. Thank you, Janice and Kathleen, for giving me the scores. Ruth Ann Hall, Kentucky 7, Alabama 12. Well, at least it's early in the game. Robin Ashby, is there anything that may or may not speed a tornado up once it's on the ground? That is a good question.
Well, tornadoes they're each individual creatures, and they have this way of doing whatever they want. They're not well known enough by science to say what might speed them up, what might slow them down, what changes their trajectory or anything else. Normally, if they increase in intensity, they turn to the right, and as they decrease intensity, they'll turn to the left. And that's just probably because of the centrifugal force inside.
Yeah, I have seen that right turner tornadoes are nasty. They're the ones that's going to do a lot of damage and get very strong. Lois Wells says, "Hey guys, I'm still hanging out in Indiana until it all goes through. You guys be safe too." And you also, Lois, you're also in this
indeed.
area because that's, this whole thing is just got a large area covered as far as tornadic activity goes.
By the way,
Rita Taylor, did you all see the blood moon last night? Go UK. I did not see it. I watched the UK game and I was so tired and wore out after that. I had to rest.
Oh, I believe it. I believe it. I was watching that one. It looks like it's going to do that.
Rachel Rogers Putty, what are your thoughts on Tuscaloosa? My son goes to school there. Mama is a little worried. Well, that is down to the south. Mark, do we have, let's see, Tuscaloosa, Alabama is not under any kind of warning right now. They're off to the
No,
east.
tomorrow is the bad news for Tuscaloosa
Yes.
because they are under a high risk for severe weather
Yeah,
for tomorrow.
that is going to be terrible. Chris Means
So
says
tomorrow is
game.
going to be the worst part for them.
Right. So I hope that you tell them to take cover. And I appreciate you guys keeping me up to date on the score, tie game. And we knew they would. We knew they're going to win that one. Anyway, let's keep on going. I'm sorry, I can't help it. Let's see what we have down here in this special weather statement. It's trying to load. I'm not sure what's going on. Let's see if anything else is loading. I would imagine the system is busy. Dylan Fish, hey David, where is the best place to put the kids down here in the basement? In the closet or by the wall? The closet would be my first choice, Mark. What do you think?
Yes. Get as many walls around close to you and between you and the outside walls as you can.
Yeah, it looks like we're not having a lot of luck on getting cameras up now. We've probably lost the camera feed just because there's one.
Yeah, I've still got Vince Wheelty up. He's getting hammered by some heavy precip and stuff, but he's right in the north, to the north of where that particular tornado is, but it looks like it's weakened out. It's still got some debris aloft that's being carried by the upper winds, but it looks like it's maybe lifted off the ground a little bit. So way too close for my comfort, but he does what he does. So.
Delana Cope, Crofton, Kentucky. Well, Crofton's tornado shelter is open, and it's looking about like the rest of us. Probably start getting some storms in around probably 11 or so, and it will go downhill from there. I'm going to run through these storm shelters, or not storm shelters, but places to take shelter if you need to. So as we talk, you can watch this and hopefully figure out where you are and if there's any place you need to get. Here we go. Take a look at this. Shelters by the county. And hopefully this will help you. This is the list we have now. And don't forget Oak Grove's Community Center is also open. Autumn Boyd says, second floor of an apartment, bathroom the best place. Yeah, if you're in the second floor, it's about the best place. It's better to get down to the bottom floor.
Yeah, bottom floor, please, not on the second floor, because it'll take that top floor off really easily. It'd be better to be in a closet or something down on the first floor if you can at all, or a bathroom with no exterior walls on the first floor. That would be your best bet.
Mark, if you see Shane up there, I need to see him for just a second.
Okay, I don't see him anywhere. He's just heading over.
That guy's driving right through where that tornado's going to hit.
Vince?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. But the tornado, it looks like mostly lifted. It may still be on the ground right just to his west.
It does look like it's lifted. It's not a very good rotation.
Yeah, the debris is been scattered through the cloud, but it's not as intense there.
For anyone in Southern Muhlenberg, the Rosewood Community Church basement is open. Verka says, what does a PDS mean, Mark?
It stands for particularly dangerous situation, and they put that out when they're expecting the possibility of strong or long track tornadoes or very extreme severe thunderstorm winds.
Rita Taylor says, I'm thinking about my crawl space. Are you talking about under the house, Rita? Mike Bynum's on with us. Hey, Mike. Says, hello, David. Hello, Mark. How are you doing this evening? What's it look like his way? That's Washington, Indiana, Mark.
Yeah. Well, let me look. I've been looking around our closer stuff, so I haven't been looking up into Indiana very far. But
I'm going to be going back over to the radar. Hopefully you guys saw what you need to see on the shelters. If you need to do further, we can do that as well.
yeah, I think Washington, Indiana is probably in the edge of a watch as well. Let me get up in that direction to make sure they're. I think they may
they're
be
in
under
the
a different watch than
Yeah,
us.
they're in the watch. They're, let's see, just northeast of Petersburg, west of east of Vincennes.
Right. They're in a tornado watch until 4 a.m. So they're in it actually a little bit longer.
Heather Renee, is Hopkinsville expected to get hit? It's just as much a possibility as anybody else right now. Heather, Gina McKibben Sage, beautiful night right now, full moon. Yeah. Rita Taylor says, yeah, Chris Yates, would a crawl space under a modern double wide modular with hurricane straps be safe, Mark?
I would say probably not. Not just a crawl space. There's not enough, it's too easy for the wind to get through your skirting and stuff unless you've got like cinder block skirting to get in there and, just basically lift the house off of where you're at, and then you're just wide open.
Yeah, let's see. Danny T says, reminder that the shelter lists are posted on my Facebook pages, and they are. And doggone, we lost Mark again. Let me see if I can catch you before he goes away too far. Got you?
Yeah. All right.
We're thinking that this computer might be wanting to do an update, which is why you keep kicking off. So we're going to get through this before we can do that. So anyway, Matty Vic, what time will Elkton, Kentucky see this storm? It would be a little later than probably midnight or so, wouldn't it, Mark? Before we start seeing much over there? Yeah.
Yeah, I would say so.
Chris Yates says, I've got skirting. I don't think that would help you much, Chris.
No, that skirting's usually not that thick. It's usually not much of anything except as a wind block.
Right.
But it won't block this kind of wind.
Mike Bynum, thank you, Mark and David. Man, I thank God for you guys for all that you do. Thank you both very much, and you're most welcome, Mike.
We're
glad
to do it.
Yeah. Jamie Tucker, is it going north of us? Well, some of them are, but I'm going to be honest with you. That's not.
Yeah, that line now is growing down to the south
It
and extends all the way down. Some storms I'm seeing all the way down into
Hot Springs.
western Arkansas.
Yeah. And these are moving northeast. That's taking a trajectory on western Kentucky. So this is what we're going to have to worry about and deal with. We're going to watch it as it gets closer, and we'll be able to get a better handle on it as it gets in closer and can give you some specific areas that may be affected.
Yeah.
Ashley Babb, hey,
we tell you, this is a dangerous situation. We're not trying to scare everyone. What we're trying to do is let you know what's coming so you can be calm and make good decisions. Think about this before it gets here. Go ahead and make sure you can understand where you need to go to take shelter. Be very aware of warnings could come out. And again, when these warnings come out, heed them. It's not going to be like sometimes when a warning comes out and I've got forever to go get to shelter. These storms, they may not be marching eastward that fast, but the storms themselves are moving to the northeast anywhere from 55 to 70 miles an hour. And moving that fast, when the warning comes out, you're not going to have that much time when the warning comes out to when you need to be in shelter, because it'll be there. So, be calm, take it easy, breathe, you know, keep your head clear so you can make good decisions when it comes time, and think of ahead of time of what you're going to do. And Dave's decided to talk to Shane in there, so he's not paying attention to the fact that I've said all I was going to say. But we are watching the line as it starts to grow down into Arkansas, and that's what would be becoming our general direction.
We're working on a couple things up here, Mark. We want to continue on.
Okay, well, I said most of what I was going to say, but
We'll sit there and look pretty for him then.
if I could do that again, I wouldn't be working here. But we are, we're trying to keep everyone updated. We're still watching that tornado. It's got several reports on it up in the St. Louis area right now. And I've got 3 local storm reports of tornado. Multiple buildings suffered damage near Highway AT and Highway 100 near Villa Ridge. And then another one, tractor trailer impacted on I-44 near mile marker 247 near Union. No further information available. And relayed information from a resident off Massey Ford Road near the Burbaus River. Tornado took down several trees and power lines down. Power is out. So these are up in the St. Louis area. They're south of the metro, or actually west of the metro area, south of where the radar is. But there's definitely a lot of tornado warnings through the area up there around St. Louis. So that's the most active area up on that part of the storm. But again, we've got tornado warnings down here along the Missouri-Arkansas border, and then down into Arkansas, and we started to pick up severe thunderstorm warnings on down around Perry, Arkansas, and Perryville, Bigelow, and this is in Arkansas, and that's heading in the general direction of Conway, Arkansas. So that's up to the north of where Little Rock is. And we continue to watch this line of storms advance to the east. Again, we may see some storms start to develop in our area as early as like 11, 12 o'clock out ahead of this, but the actual line won't be through till in the early morning hours, probably between 1 and 3 a.m. So everybody just hang on. Alma, Arkansas. I don't see anything particularly in Alma right now, but this entire line is starting to form up just to the west of Little Rock, and it's going to be marching eastward and northeastward as the evening goes on. And again, we've got a new warning here that just came out right along the Arkansas-Missouri border. Tornado indicated warning for a tornado and 2.5 inch or tennis ball size hail. And that expires in 29 minutes. And again, one of the storm chasers is on the ground up that way. I keep checking in on him to make sure he's okay, but Dave has control of the radar and everything you see up there. So we have to just keep a watch on that. Yeah, Alma, Arkansas. Nikki Winters, I saw what your request was, and let me find exactly what part of Arkansas that's in. And give me just a second here to pull it up and get a good idea of exactly where it's at. Okay, that's way over by Fort Smith, and this line is to the east of that, so it's already past there. So Alma, Arkansas is probably in okay shape. I think they kind of missed all this.
Okay, I'm back on right at the moment.
All right.
I think Dave's going to relieve me for just a second.
All right.
I realize what's wrong.
Okay.
All right, can you hear me?
I hear you just fine.
Nobody
How you doing,
noticed, I'm
Dave?
sure. Yeah.
We just thought Dave got shorter and balder.
You thought the sun was setting.
Yep.
That was a good laugh up here. I'll be quiet. All right.
In the northwest corner of Arkansas, everything is past the northwest corner of Arkansas, Fort Smith area, anywhere up through there. All this line is already to the east of there. So you're probably in pretty good shape out that way. They're not really showing anything else coming in behind it.
Yeah, thanks, Lori. I do need to put the brakes on that chair.
That chair will take off with you, I tell you.
Yeah, I know. It's kind of sitting on a downward slope. So it likes to roll that way. So we are looking ahead of a line that will probably come our way tonight, as you all know. Shelley says, thank you, Mark.
Oh, you're welcome. Man, that's ugly. Looking at the HRRR model out ahead of all this stuff, and once the line itself gets through this part of Kentucky and Tennessee, then we get this massive influx of moisture, and everything else up from the south as another little wave on the front develops, and it just drowns us for a little while until tomorrow afternoon.
So
I'm not saying all those would be severe. Hopefully the severe will be more to the east of us and south of us, but what it's looking like tomorrow for that area is really, really bad.
So, if I understand you correctly, we've got a round of bad stuff coming through around midnight to 2, and
Right.
then maybe it'll
Beginning
start
then.
back up about another line will push through about what's the time frame on that?
Probably beginning between 9 and 11 tomorrow morning.
Okay, all right. So we got 2 chances of severe weather coming up in the next 12 hours.
Yeah. Verqua, yeah, the models may not show it, but I trust the timing from National Weather Service and the Storms Prediction Center that's putting out the watch to figure out, they will either extend the watch, and they probably will extend it or establish a new one off to the east of us, or they've got the timing right and it'll be moving through us by then. This is moving a bit slower than they thought, so it may not get in here quite the right time. I don't think Michael Willits, I don't think they're going to weaken that much. This has got a lot of dynamics involved with it. We've got a lot of moisture pushing up this way as it comes in from the west, and it's just, this looks to be an overnight event.
Yeah, and Jaden, what time will it hit Hopkinsville? How bad? I'm freaking out. LOL.
Don't freak out.
Yeah, don't freak
Good
out, 'cause
decisions if you're panicked. So again, be ready to take shelter. We'll get everybody through this.
What I love about the technology now is that, like 20 and 30 years ago, we were
Yeah.
not able to see and predict where these tornadoes were going to go.
Right.
Now we
Or
can
how far
pretty
in advance? Yeah.
correct. Now we can follow these on the radar, and we can almost pinpoint the pathways to help you get out of the way and make sure you're safe. So let's all remember that. Those of you that are my age and well, Mark's a whole bunch younger than me, but you know it. Things have come a long way as far as technology and weather
They
go.
really have. When I
So
first started doing weather way back when, we were still using paper maps to do our
really,
forecasts and everything else.
wow, and everything's computerized now, and I
Hmm.
mean, look at what we're seeing. We know that there's stuff coming our way, and we want to
Yeah.
help prepare you for it. So this
Yeah.
it's nothing to really worry about, other than you want to know that you've got a safe place to go if something were to happen.
Yeah. Chris Meacham, our dew point right now is 50, well, we call it 54. But if we look out to the west in Fulton County, the dew point is 58. So we're starting to see that moisture axis start to push into this area ahead of those storms. Our dew point was higher earlier and it dropped back down. Anna George, I will be 66 years old this year.
And I'm 2 years older than him. I know.
2 years older than me.
Yes, I know. I don't look it, but you know. And that one tornado warning up there going up through Missouri, gosh, that thing is just fascinating. That's the one storm that has been throwing down tornadoes ever since we started the thing. And I noticed that Mark is not there, so let me see if I can fix this. Do. Bear with me for a few minutes, folks. Collab cam. Okay. And trying to think where I need to drop this link. All of a sudden, this is the old age coming up, folks. Trying to remember where I go to put that link in there. Do. All right, I think I can replicate that when I need to.
You don't have to minimize that. I was a step behind. All you gotta do.
Hold on, folks. Where did you go to do that? I got you. Okay.
Yeah, right there. I say show on
Okay.
the stream.
Okay. All right.
And I'm back.
All right. Oh, I'm unmuted. How about that? Gosh, we're giving all these folks our tricks of the trade here. Is Hopkinsville going to get hit? John Morgan says. Well, we're not really
We
sure.
can't say yes. We can't say no. We know it's coming this direction.
Right. We feel like we're going to get some good rain out of this, but we're not sure exactly how it's going to hit us.
No. We just know that the region is very volatile, and there's going to be severe storms and tornadoes that come along with this. We can't say exactly where they're going to hit yet.
Right, and just because you're seeing all these red tornado warnings out there doesn't mean that we will get these. It is going to be a rough night, we believe. So,
Yeah.
if you go to
Verqua,
bed,
do you have another way to get warnings? Do you have a weather radio or something that'll give you a warning if it comes out and wake you up? Providence, Caldwell County, I'll tell you, anywhere Western Kentucky that's in this watch area is probably under the gun to get something tonight or in the early morning hours. I can't guarantee exactly what time it'll be, and I can't guarantee exactly what, but these storms mean business, and they will be coming through.
yep.
Yeah, well, Verco, as long as you've got some way to get a warning and you have in mind exactly what you're going to do when that warning comes in, you'd probably be okay to go to sleep. But like I say, just be ready if you get woke up at like 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning with a warning coming in to take shelter immediately.
And Michael, I'm sure that we'll know better when April 5th comes around as to whether or not you have issues on April 5th. But right now we're worried about tonight and tomorrow, and we just want to make sure that you keep you safe. And now is the time to think about where you would go if something were to happen. What would you do? Do you have a basement to go to? Do you have a storm shelter? Do you have...
You live on a second floor apartment. Does the apartment building have a basement, like a basement laundry area or anything?
Yeah, apartments, I believe, are supposed to have some sort of a plan in the event of that kind of thing. So,
Okay. Do you have anywhere on the first floor to go? If the hallway is all you've got, then go there. Just get as much in the middle as you can and stay down. Is Jenny Stewart safe? It's pretty well built, but Jenny Stewart does have a severe weather plan. And if a warning comes in threatening the hospital area, they do have a plan to move the patients and everything else.
right, and I've been through one of those at Jenny Stewart, so yeah, they do have a good plan. Let's see what they...
I would say go to the bathroom if it's in the center of the house, Lori Wellborn, and take shelter in the bathtub with like a mattress or stuff, pillows piled on top of you. We're just giving you the best advice we can for where you're at and what you've got. The best advice is to have an underground shelter, but not everybody's got that. I understand that. So we're trying to give you the best advice possible for where to go and what to do in case of a warning.
Well, this looks like a nice little hook on this storm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Which storm is that? That's over right on the Missouri, Arkansas border, isn't it?
Let me see. I got to pull back to see. That's not. Yeah, it's on the Arkansas, Missouri border.
Yeah. Yeah. Vince Whaley's right in that area. He's been kind of dodging the tornadoes right
Yes.
there.
I saw him there just a minute
See
ago.
where he's
Oh, they've extended that tornado warning.
to the northeast. I see that.
All right. Yeah, it looks like that tornado is probably right in here and
Yep.
heading that way. So, yeah, and Vince is
He's right in the middle of it.
He's right in the middle of it. He's gonna he might see it.
Well, I think that's probably what he wants to do, but I think he's heading south on 63, which is the road that goes right through there.
Yeah, and if you got a few minutes, it would be good to drop him a dime. And oops, I goofed.
What did you hit? There you go. You hit the wrong button, didn't you?
It's the first time that's ever happened again. And yeah, but he's if you get a chance, you ought to go to his website. He's a professional storm chaser, and I'm trying to get him to come up here. All right, seethestorm.net. You should go see that. Send him some cash, because that's how he makes his living. And make sure you donate to him. We'd also like for you to subscribe to us on YouTube and like us on Facebook. On YouTube, there is a way that you can donate some cash, and also by subscribing and liking, you are letting everybody know that we are. It helps us in the ratings of the sites, of the web pages.
Yeah. The YouTube algorithm likes us.
Yeah, that's it. It's the algorithms. Would a 2-car garage be safe? Glenda Fuller asks.
No.
Yeah, correct.
A lot of times, especially with garages, your garage door is your weak point, and a piece of debris or something hits that garage door, punches it
Goes
in,
right
the winds
through
get
it.
inside, the garage is gone. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, if you have a storm shelter, there are ways they build storm shelters into the concrete pad under the garage, and those are good.
Oh, I saw
just-
that. I saw a video of that today. Really cool how they do that. Let's see. Would a deep gully be okay for Trigg County?
If that's what you've got, it would probably be better than nothing, because that would keep the debris and everything from hitting you. It would keep you the main winds off of you, because they would go over top of that particular gully, as long as it's not too wide. You know, I hate to tell you to do that, but if that's what you've got, that's what you use.
Yeah, and Cheryl Valdez Germain. Oh, you're in Conway, Arkansas. Yeah, so you're probably getting hit right now. Yeah. Do you think the storm hitting St. Louis will make it to Louisville tonight or tomorrow? Andrew
That
Hales
storm,
asks.
the particular storm itself won't, but the line will eventually make it over that way. Hopefully it will weaken out by the time it does, but with that second wave coming in, areas to our east, including Louisville, we'll probably be looking at some thunderstorm activity tomorrow. I don't think it'll be as bad. It'll be more to the south of us tomorrow as it comes in. The strongest storms will be down in Mississippi and Alabama, although we do stand a chance all the way up to the Kentucky-Tennessee border of seeing another potential for tornadoes when that line comes through tomorrow midday or so.
I'm trying to see where Dave has got his radar set up, because I'm not sure.
Radar set up for what?
For which radar he's going out of.
He's out of Springfield, or he was.
Oh, yeah, there it is, right there. Got it. I just wanted to make sure I knew where to go if I popped out of it. Of course, I've been told where to go before, but that's different altogether.
Yeah.
Did we just hear thunder? Did I just hear
Where?
thunder out of Hopkinsville? Chelsea Reese is asking. I don't think
I don't think so.
It may be Fort Campbell doing some stuff. I've been hearing that all week.
Yeah, they've been very, very active this week. Where I live is just a stone's throw from Hopkinsville Christian County Airport, and the military helicopters have been keeping that
Oh,
place
right.
hot
I
all
bet.
night.
Yes. I hear them going over the house all the time, all night long.
Goodlettsville, Tennessee for tomorrow. Let me see here. Goodlettsville, Tennessee will be in an enhanced risk, which is what most of the areas east of us are under right now. So you could see some severe thunderstorms and possibly a tornado or two come through in that part of Tennessee tomorrow. And again, we're looking for that to be coming through more toward the mid-morning to midday time frame.
Oh, Chelsea, you're what, 3 minutes from the studio? You know, I do apologize. I think it was something I ate.
I think it was one of our spotters revving their truck up
It could be.
outside.
It could be.
No, somebody reported that asked if they just heard thunder.
Oh. I had Chris in his truck because he was.
Shelley Workman, my closet is stocked and ready. Hot dog.
Yeah. No hot dogs.
Oh, although I've heard that tomorrow the corn dogs are $1 at the Dodge store. So
Oh, okay.
when will the storms arrive in Madisonville? Says Christopher Cullen. Not really. About the same time, between midnight and 2 o'clock, we believe. So I hope that answers your question there, Christopher. Ah, Ashley Coons. Yeah, you live near at Gate 10 at Fort Campbell. Yeah, and it's been shaking. Yeah, they've been doing maneuvers all week, is what I always called it. Maneuvers.
60-20.
62.
755.
When my kids were little, I would have them sleep in their shoes when we would be under tornado warnings. Anna George says.
I believe that.
I could see that.
Yeah.
I mean, if their kids were like most kids, they when they're ready to shut down, they're going to go to sleep. Doesn't matter if they're dressed or not. What is
42234? Is that Guthrie?
4234.
Uh-huh. It's not too far away.
It's not too far from us, but you know, it's going to be between what, midnight and 2 maybe.
Yes, it is.
Right. That might be the first time we see something, but mostly this line, if we're waiting for it to get in here right now, from what I'm seeing from the HRRR model, it won't be in here till like around 2 a.m.
Yeah, and these don't look like a regular string of or a line of storms. It's like clusters of storms.
Right. And that's not good because each one then is a discrete storm, and it can start producing severe weather or tornadoes and just run along as it goes. So,
Yes. Gosh, these storms go all the way. Yeah, these storms are down in Little Rock now.
mm-hmm.
And yeah, who was it earlier from Conway that said that they had some rough stuff going through? Tornado warnings all up and down. So,
And where there's not tornado warnings, there's severe thunderstorm warnings. So
and there could be
this is
high winds.
Yeah. This is a linear area, but it's not a line of storms. It's a bunch of discrete supercells that are forming along the instability line ahead of that front.
Mm-hmm. Indianapolis, I think we're keeping it close to this.
Yeah.
Did David disappear to bed? No,
No, he did not.
he's taking a
He,
break. Yeah, go ahead.
he's taking a break, and he's talking to some of our spotters who are in right now and getting everything arranged there. He'll be back on in just a couple of minutes.
Brandon Daniel says that Dave, your mic is low, but Mark's is loud. And I'm not sure how to wait a minute. I may be able to turn it up. Let me see if I can up this. All right. How's that? Does it sound okay? I just made a setting and I don't even know if it's correct.
Yeah. And I can't turn, if I turn my mic in here down anymore, you won't hear me at all. So I've got it set very low.
I'm sorry, we're trying to get to everybody's questions here, but they're going by pretty
Somebody
fast.
on chat said he was quiet and I was loud.
I just tell him I just turned it up.
Yeah. Heather Gibbs, is a hotel safe? It depends on the hotel, but most of them do have a plan. If there's a warning, they will get you in the
I
hallways.
just turned it up right here. No? Oh.
Yeah. Legger Pace says we sound good, so
Oh, okay.
it might best be that particular person's setup or whatever. It's
Now
keeping you
he's
quiet and making me too loud.
less.
That should work. I should have turned him down about where you're at.
Okay. All right. All right. Can you hear me
You're
now?
at the Holiday Inn. Yeah. Again, it's probably all right. You can ask them at the desk and make sure they've got a severe weather plan of what to do with everybody if there's a tornado warning. Most hotels do have some kind of plan in place for what to do with everyone if there's a warning. Now, Dave says our audio and video are working fine. So
Good.
far, so good.
All right. Super. And down here where we are in Arkansas.
Mm-hmm.
Is that Arkansas? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's where our storms are going to come out of the Arkansas area, I believe, tonight and work their way northward.
That one at Melbourne right there, that southernmost severe thunderstorm warning.
Yeah, this
I
one
mean,
here.
tornado warning. The tornado warning right there.
Gotcha.
On my screens, that's showing as being a confirmed tornado, which means that they've either by radar or by observation have confirmed that that tornado is on the ground.
Yeah, it says it's radar confirmed. And let's hone in on that and take a look at it. What I'm turning on is the velocity. And it's like right in here. And
it's kind of way up on the north end of the warning.
Yeah, it's having a hard time staying together, it looks like.
Yeah. By CC, it is on the ground though, because I do see a dropout for debris in the air.
Yes, this would signify some debris that's being seen by the radar.
Mm-hmm.
So, yep. All right. All right. And this one. Radar indicated rotation with that one, so no one has really seen it yet. And but all of our storms are going to come from Arkansas tonight. And normally our weather comes through the Dyersburg area that usually comes right up into Hopkinsville.
Yeah, so we'd be looking at a storm that's a little south of that tornado warning we were talking about right there. But
And this
these
cluster,
have been lighting up and down.
Yeah.
These have been lighting up and down. So we'll just keep an eye on it. It's probably coming.
And this line has been steadily growing south. So I have no doubt that we'll see more severe weather going south, he said. I have family down in Little Rock, Arkansas. What does it look like down there? Well, they're going to get possibly some rough
Yeah.
weather. Would you not
Yeah,
agree,
these
Mark?
lines are these lines are just approaching Little Rock. They're not there yet, but they're just approaching it. But there are, let me see.
Oh, you just dropped out, Mark. Okay, let's see if I can get you back up. Give me a second, folks. I'm going to try and send him another invite to get in. Let's see. Collabs. Sorry, folks. I'll be with you in a second. I want to see if I can do it.
Make Mark full
Yep.
screen.
I'm getting it.
Yep,
Okay.
I'm back.
All right. One more time and I should be good at it.
Yeah, Hotel Mario. Yes, we are expecting the dew points to rise through the night as this approaches us. And Hopkinsville, we're under the gun for all this. We don't know exactly what part of the area this is all going to come through and affect, but we're watching it closely. It'll probably be in our area around the 2 a.m. time frame.
Yeah, and Russellville and Cadiz and Dawson Springs. Just it's kind of a blanket statement. Yeah, it's all going to hit us at about the same time. Will it be severe? Well, maybe, but it's going to depend on where you are if the storm goes severe. And we just don't know yet. So, yeah, so Chris, the winds have started whipping up in Greenville. Yeah, they've been kind of whipping up around here all day, so. All right, and let's get back up here closer to where we are. And there we go. Let's back out a bit so that you get the big picture here. All right, and this stuff hasn't crossed over the Mississippi yet, but we are working on it. Yeah, well, the storms are moving.
Yep.
The storms are moving to the northeast fast at about 60 miles an hour, I think, is what we've been calculating. And but the line is moving kind of slow. So that's what we're dealing with here as we sit here and watch this. Grand Rivers, again, the severe weather we believe is going to hit around, or the line of storms is going to hit around midnight to 2, maybe in 3. We are expecting a second round of severe weather tomorrow. What do you think, Mark? Around
Probably around 10 o'clock to noon. It may not be as intense as what we're going to see tonight with this line. It looks like the most intense part of that area is going to be down to the south of us.
All right. And K. Wells is in Paducah, really getting worried with all these tornado warnings. Well, yeah, it seems to worry a lot of people. But like we were saying earlier, technology has come a long way in the past 30 years. 30 years ago, the weather people couldn't tell you where the path was going to be for a tornado if it came through. Now we can kind of direct you and let you know where that tornado is going to hone in on. And the technology is great. So I hope that you'll follow along with us, and we're going to keep you safe, keep you notified, and we do, we're going to do everything we can to keep you in the know, to keep you safe. I do see that there was someone that was here in the chat that was on the in Conway, Arkansas, and it looks like y'all have got a tornado warning that has just popped up. And let's just take a look. And I'm not sure if it's confirmed here or not. Let's see. Radar indicated tornado. Let's see, until 10:15, it should move through that area. It's a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located over Minifree or near Conway, moving east at 35 miles an hour. The impact is flying debris will be dangerous to those caught without shelter. Mobile homes will be damaged or destroyed. Damage to roofs, windows, and vehicles will occur. Tree damage is likely. So, and here's Greenbrier, Mount Olive, Minifree, Toadsuck, Holland, Woolly Hollow State Park, Pickles Gap, Conway, Spring Hill, Wooster, and Plummerville. So if you're in that area, please take cover, find your safe place, and stay safe. Oh, he's gone. Give me a sec here. All right. I'm working on it. All right, now.
Hold on a second. Just hold
I'm being told to hold on a second. So, Olivia is saying it's been said the storms will lose steam once they hit the Mississippi River. Is that true? I'm not qualified to be able to give that kind of an answer. I'll have to wait for Mark to get back with us on that. He's our meteorologist. In fact, he worked for years as a Air Force meteorologist, so he is fully qualified. All right, bear with me for a second, folks. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, may I have your attention, please? We're going to stop the stream for about 5 minutes. I apologize about this, but we have an issue where we keep dropping out Mark's camera, and we want to stop the stream and reload everything and make sure that we can keep this from happening over and over again. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. So if you would just, we're going to go off the air and and we'll reload it here, like I say, about 5 minutes. Thank you.